Okay, welcome back to middle of a game between me and Espithel. Playing round 2 game of GP at Damascus, and we're playing the Rejuvenationless Rejuvenation mirror match. The literal mirror match, same exact 75 cards, because I gave them the deck 10 minutes before GP since they were looking for a deck to play. And right now, this is game 1, and well, I kept a hand that had Laga Recluses, but no turn 3 ramp piece. And then I played turn 1 Laga Recluse, and then just turn 3, swing with the Laga Recluse, play another Laga Recluse, and then turn after that, I attacked with both my Laga Recluses. Now my opponent's down to 7. Meanwhile, my opponent got the nut draw with turn 1, fetch land, off-road surveyors, turn 2, fetch land, shifting land, untouched wilds for 3 lands. And now they're at 7 mana on turn 4, I think. Is this turn 4? No, it's turn 3, right? So they're at 7 mana on turn 3. And I think I'm in trouble because, yeah, they can just do whatever at this point. And really my only out is just attacking them. They are going to go to 1 life after I swing with Laga Recluse, but they can trump with off-road surveyors and they might have Children of the Clouds. So yeah, maybe keeping that hand of 1-mana rampers, but no 3-man payoff was bad. And opponent's spending a lot of time thinking about what to do, which, yeah, that makes sense because Rejuvenationless Rejuvenation gets a lot of mana, so you have to track what mana you have access to. Oh, they're leaving off of the Realms Overturning? Yeah, that's a lot. That's even more math, because now you have to multiply stuff in your head. Okay, yeah, Realms Overturning. So they are comboing off now. Well, they have Conjure Realities. Okay, so yeah, I think they have the full combo. Not the full combo. They only have 1 card in hand, so unless that thing's Fulfill Twisted Dream, then they can't really do the full combo. Oh, maybe they can balance something good off that. Oh, it's End of All Things. Okay, I guess they get to get End of All Things into play next turn, then. That's not the worst thing in the world. At least, could have been a lot worse. They get some big creatures, or 2 big creatures, and they exile both my creatures. But now they're out of cards. But I don't have End of Days mana, so even if I top deck End of Days, I can't really do anything. In fact, I don't even have End of All Things mana, so yeah. But like, that's what I meant when I said that I feel like game 1 of this matchup is just mostly draw dependent. Just whoever can get their combo first, because you don't really have much interaction in this deck. I mean, post game it's going to change because you do have counter spells in the sideboard. In fact, post game is going to be an entirely different game because you're just posturing around Forbidden Treasure and trying to not get your win con exiled. But for now, in game 1, we're just going to watch my opponent combo off. Yep, there's enough of all things. Like, what can I top deck here? Not much, I think. Yeah, that's not good. I think so how close am I to dead? Well, it's not like I can really do anything about that. So, that whacks me, so that's 11 damage coming in. And if I exile one of these guys, it's 6 damage afterwards, so yeah, my best bet here is to animate Monument Queens and swing for 1. That thing is flying, right? Yeah, that's flying. And then end of turn, I guess I'll crack this for Forest Plains. I'll get to End of All Things next turn, and then hope that gets there. That's a pretty big hit, though. I'm hoping they top deck the land and not some. Oh, that's Children of the Clouds, isn't it? Well, if it's Children of the Clouds, I just lose. I can't really beat that. Oh, I have my own children, but not. Oh, I have enough. Right, they have enough creatures, so. Do I do my own children's? Oh, I don't even have mana for End of All Things plus Off-Road Surveyors because I don't have enough green mana, so my mana situation is not looking super good. Maybe I just animate Monument and swing, right? Or actually, so Children's for 4 end of turn, and then animate Monument. So that's enough to win. Children for 4 gets me to 12, so then I survive these guys. I think I might go for that play, and I hope my opponent doesn't draw anything. Do I have a better play? But End of All Things, one of these guys, and I think it's better to just go for blood now. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have anything. And they didn't have End of Turn Children of the Cloud, so, and they didn't play anything, so maybe they're just holding on to a land. Well, actually, maybe they're holding on to a Wrath, and that's why they didn't attack. Well, if that's the case, then, do I want to play around a Wrath? Or can I play around a Wrath? If I Children of the Clouds and don't block, I get knocked down to 1, and then they're forced to Wrath to survive. Then I guess I get Monument of Queen's attack? Okay, yeah, sure, I'll do that. So, no blocks. I guess that goes through and get knocked down to 1. And does my opponent have a Wrath? No, they don't. Okay, I think I just win then. And yeah, I'll play my Shifting Cascade now. And that's lethal. Well, I didn't expect to win that game, but it seems like going under my opponent was what I had to do there. So post board is an entirely different game because these guys come in, and then I guess these guys come out. Off-road servers is pretty good, but at the same time, I have nothing better to cut. Do I cut Floss World too? Yeah. Do I cut Children of Clouds? No, that has to be a mistake, right? Maybe I go down to 2 Sack Bowls, maybe 1 Untouched Wilds. Because Untouched Wilds, well, the first one is good, but the second, yeah, I'm not sure what to. Well, I do keep putting in 1 Setting Sun so that. Okay, actually, yeah, what I've conjured for that turn. Yeah, because I feel like I might have played Conjuring Eyes for like Recall Forgotten Aeons or something, just draw cards, and then because my opponent was so far ahead on manas, anyways, that they could afford to wait. And actually, but that would have mattered because maybe they drew into some stuff that would have prevented me from winning with just an attack. But is this the board I'm going in with? I keep the combo, but yeah, I guess I'm going with this. Hopefully, I don't regret it. Well, think about a bit more. Like, Flawless World is good because it's backup Recall Forgotten Aeons if the Recall Forgotten Aeons gets Forbidden Treasured. Like, I can't afford to cut down Children because that's how I'm winning the game. Or actually, no, because the first Children is going to get dealt with by a Wrath, right? So I don't need more Children's. And having less Children's means that, well, like, I can't really afford to throw out Children's willingly because if they get Forbidden Treasure, then I'm screwed. Maybe I actually just go down to 3 Children's. Well, anyways, the game has started, so yeah. Herman Lager, Recluse, turn 2. Okay, I keep this. It doesn't have Forbidden Treasure though, so can't really stop my opponent from comboing. Is Conjure Realize? Yeah, if Conjure Realize gets Forbidden Treasure, that's also pretty bad for me, but not as bad as some other things I could have gotten hit. So also the mana is pretty awkward here because I need blue and white, and I also need green. But what if you're trying to only fetch blue or green, and this guy only sacks for either Island Plains or Island Forest? Okay, yeah, there's off-road surveyors. So it looks like my opponent kept in the off-road surveyors. And okay, Mysterious Cataract, wonderful. That's my map situation is way better now. I play Mysterious Cataract, right? Like, do I need colored sources on certain turns? Not really. So yeah, looks pretty similar to how the game played out last time. Except this time my opponent's on the play, so they're gonna get to 3 mana before I do. Is it Sacrificial Bowl time? Okay, yeah. Oh, guess what? I also have a sack. Oh. If I just let Recall Forgotten Aeons get exiled? Or is it better to play Sacrificial Bowl to prevent my opponent from getting the full value of Untouched Wilds? Well, next turn I'm conjuring, and I guess I can abound Recall Forgotten Aeons, so yeah, I'll keep that in hand. So that guy's making blue-green, so that guy's making green-white. That's fetching green. I'll play Shifting Cascade now. Yeah, okay, and then fetch Heart of the Glade. And then play Sacrificial Bowl and pass. And they're gonna wrap end of turn. Yeah, sure. Then they're gonna sack now. Yeah, sure. I think if this goes to game 3, I might board out some more Untouched Wilds, because Untouched Wilds are kind of bad against Bull. And Paul has Nariva, so if the game goes late and we all get a bunch of lands, then they're favored. Okay, so do I want to trade Log of Recluse for Sacrificial Bowl? Or not even trade, just chump. Well, no, they have... So, Bowl is a 4/4, basically, because they can activate this guy twice. I think I'll just let through. Okay, are they going for Untouched Wilds now? Well, even if they go for Untouched Wilds, then they still get 2 lands back, which isn't good for me. But at least it's not 3 lands. And is that Untouched Wilds time? Let's Recall Forgotten Aeons. Sure. So, yeah. One of these guys is getting exiled. And, oh, right, they can just bowl my bowl targets in response. Well, at least that makes them tap out. So, that's not the worst thing in the world. Well, not great, but... Well, actually, I can... Now that they're tapped out, I can sack... Or I can Conjure Eyes for Untouched Wilds. And that might be what I do here. Anyways, Forest Island. Then, untap, draw... Okay, there's Fulfill Twisted Dreams. So yeah, I'll Conjure Eyes for Untouched Wilds, get back 3 lands, and now I'm pretty far ahead on mana. So yeah. Wait, no, they can off-road Surveyors out a green source and then exile something off Sack Bowl. So do I take that risk then? I think I'm fine with getting 2 lands back, right? Yeah. Alternatively, I can Conjure Eyes, get the Forbidden Treasures, and then Abound Recall Forgotten Aeon so that my opponent doesn't go off next turn, then I have Forbidden Treasures in hand. And that might be better. Okay, let me think. What chance my opponent does go off next turn? I'll just go with the risk that my opponent doesn't have a green source in hand. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have a green source in hand, because otherwise that'd be really bad. Well, not really bad, but not as good. And where's Untouched Wilds? And found it. Does my opponent have a green source in hand? Oh, it just resolves. Okay, so it seems like I got lucky there. But that does mean I'm tapped out now, so hopefully my opponent doesn't go off next turn. I mean, next turn, I get to Conjure Eyes, find a Forbidden Treasure, and then Bound Recall Forgotten Aeons. Then go from there. I think I will chump with Logger Recluse if my opponent attacks a Sack Bowl, because, well, yeah, I guess that depends. How much damage am I willing to take? Well, does damage matter in this matchup? Last game showed that does, but I think I'm willing to chump. Am I willing to chump? Sure, I'll block. Probably a mistake, honestly, but yeah. My opponent not have anything else to do. Well, not using off-road series there does show that they don't have an extra land in hand. So maybe they have a Conjure Realities that they're deciding what to conjure for. Well, if I was in their shoes, I would conjure for Untouched Wilds, maybe. Like that does get 2 lands, or Recall Forgotten Aeons. They tap out, then next time I'm conjuring for a Forbidden Treasure, and then bounding Recall Forgotten Aeons. Because that puts me pretty far ahead, and in a position to answer whatever my opponent's doing. And if they don't do anything, then I just exile a bunch of stuff with Sack Bowl. And yeah, Conjure Realities. Sure. Let's see what you get. I mean, they can also get Forbidden Treasures and then abound something that's already in their hand. Or actually, I just go off next turn. Yeah, if they don't find anything, then, or if they tap out, then next turn I'm going conjure for Realms Overturning, abound it, play Fulfill Twisted Dreams, and then I have Recall Forgotten Aeons. Oh, I only have 1 Recall Forgotten Aeons to hopefully hit something with. Well, even if I whiff, then I just get to exile everything with my bowl, which gets me to only gets me 2 counters. Well, I mean, I get a 5/6 in play and a bowl, or I mean 2. Get 2 Revelations to play, a 4 for a bowl, and then 4 cards that I hopefully can do something with. Well, actually, I'm sacking these guys too, so I'm getting a way bigger bowl than that, like a 5/5 bowl, I think, or 5 counters on the bowl. If I try to Children of Clouds, I'm not going to play it because my opponent might have a Wrath, and I don't want to play into a Wrath. I guess that's also why I want to conjure for Forbidden Treasure eventually. My opponent's definitely taking their time, thinking about what to conjure for. Yes, yeah. This deck, some of the times you just get the nut draw and get 7 mana on turn 3, and it's just like Tron where you just win. And some other times you have to Conjure your eyes and figure out what to conjure for, because when you're not in a super good position. Yeah, don't worry about solo play violations. I would have gotten way more when playing this deck too, because it's been so long. Oh, Forbidden Treasure. Okay, yeah. I think Espithel has taken my advice of fetching Forbidden Treasure and then bounding something else with it. They have 2 extra land plays, right, with Off-Road Surveyors, so they can't have Forbidden Treasure up next. Oh, did they not draw land? Okay, yeah, that's super unfortunate for them, and I get to combo off next turn now. Yeah, ouch. This game would have been way more interesting if my opponent did draw into 2 lands so that they can get 2 lands out and have Forbidden Treasure up, because then I would have to play around Forbidden Treasure. But now I just get to do whatever. What do I want? I forgot to sack Shifting Cascade. That might actually come back to bite me, because now I only have 1 blue source and 1 green-white source. Or actually, yeah, that will really come back to bite me. So I need a blue source here, because I need to Conjure Lights plus Fulfill. At least the Fulfill will mean that I untap my Shifting Cascade after I sack it. Well, either ways, I'm going for a combo now. So Conjure Realities, Realms Overturning, found it. They do have enough mana to recall it and then Fulfill. So 1, 2, 3, and then 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Recall Forgotten Aeons. Let's see what I draw into. I use an extra land, so that's good. Sack this thing for a Plains Island, because I am a bit low on white mana right now. And then I get another. Okay, so that's going towards Children of the Clouds, maybe. No, I don't want to go out just yet because 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'll spend my place Fulfill Twisted Dreams now, untap all my stuff, and now Recall Forgotten Aeons is coming down first. Okay, that's. Oh wait, what? Okay. What can they be thinking about right now? Well, for one, they're definitely hoping that I fizzle, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm fizzling. I mean, I have 18 mana. I can afford to play one of these guys. Hey, yeah, I'm chaining off now. So how much mana do I need before I... do I have enough mana to play another Recall Forgotten Aeons? I mean, yeah, I do. So, and okay, there's Children of the Clouds. So I'm probably gonna keep save that for after. Or actually, I might just conjure my eyes for Forbidden Treasures eventually, or just draw naturally into one eventually. But yeah, 1, 2, 3. That is enough for like this for Forest Island or Forest Plains now. That is enough to get back Recall Forgotten Aeons. And not flashback. Okay, right. Hopefully, okay. And actually, surprisingly enough, I haven't run out of fetchables yet, so I can get my last island out. Then, fulfill Twisted Dreams, so... Wait, I didn't count my mana properly. I think I miscounted my mana, but I'm just gonna do this to be safe, and hopefully, because I'd rather not get a game rule violation at this point. So I think that's probably enough to win. And now I just conjure realities for Forbidden Treasure. So let's see. Yeah, conjure realities, Forbidden Treasure, and I'll abound this guy. Or actually, no, I'd rather not abound. Actually, never mind. Okay, I'm just gonna scoop now that they know I have treasure in hand. But yeah, it seems like I did get pretty lucky this game because my opponent just didn't draw enough lands. Because again, if my opponent drew 2 lands last turn, then they could have gotten 2 lands to play, and then they would have Forbidden Treasure up, and then I would have to play around Forbidden Treasure, which would make everything so much harder. Yeah, just pretty unfortunate game for my opponent.